Welcome back, everybody. So today I sit down with the founding members of the Shifters Car Club in Saskatoon, Rob and Jeff Stinson. They share a story that helps pave the way for the future of weekly events here in our city. Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, guys. So we have two special guests, two very good friends of mine, Jeff and Rob Stinson of the Shifters Car Club. Very instrumental in starting this whole Shifters thing. I wanted to do this. Before we get going, though, I wanted to first of all say thank you to my boss, Shane Arthurs of JNL Frame and Alignment, for allowing us to do the little interview in the coffee room, the boardroom here. It's worked out well. I did a couple of interviews here before. And anyway, thanks to Shane, JNL Frame and Alignment. I'm going to give him a shameless plug.
There you go.
66 Welland Avenue for all your frame alignment and automotive needs.
Come down for some good work.
Yeah,
Exactly.
thank
That's
you.
right.
Thanks, you'll appreciate that. And yeah, so let's get to the whole reason that kind of sparked the idea to do this video was we lost a founding member of the Shifters Car Club.
Yes.
What was his name?
Lance.
Lance.
I cannot remember his last name. Sorry.
Deagle.
Huh?
Is it Deagle? I can't
Deagle?
Maybe. I can't remember.
But he was based in Moose Jaw.
Based in Moose Jaw, yeah. Him, Lance, and Pat O'Connor were the two founders of Moose Jaw that started the club in 1995.
95. And then you joined in 03, was it?
03, yeah.
Yeah, and you were making trips to Moose Jaw.
I was a long term member or a long distance member.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did. At that time, I had a 55 GM panel, and we were running back and forth to Saskatoon.
And Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. So then...
He came for some nice trips.
I went for a few trips and we kind of got the rail totally fast.
So that
Few times.
getting back to Lance now, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna hold it up later. We'll show everybody. The Shifters logo was created by Lance. I understand.
Yes.
He actually painted a sign that we have here. Hopefully you guys can see that.
That's an original.
Yeah, an original hand painted deal. He gave it to you eventually as a gift.
Well, he didn't give it to me, but I ended up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the coolest logo ever. I like
It
that.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a cool logo. It is definitely, it stands out.
Yeah. And it's what we use today as
Yeah, we
Shifters.
use it on our shirts and everything.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's cool. So, yeah, you started as a member of that club in Moose Jaw, and then you decided to start a chapter here in Saskatoon, and that involved your whole family. That's where you came in, Jeff.
Yeah, Sharon, Rob and Sharon, Rob's wife, they're the first two that come in, and I jumped in right away with them to kind of kick it off. And then our brother Al came in right there. And it was kind of us four that kind of pulled it off the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it to go.
And you guys, you were doing things that I'm thinking is kind of cutting edge. It was kind of new at the time. There is the odd club that was doing annual events, like the Dragons were doing, ever since the 50s, 57, they were doing annual indoor car shows. Then the Coachmen were doing some things. But you guys started doing it was 2 weeks to start with?
Yeah.
At the A&Ws. You met with the people at A&Ws.
Yes.
22nd Street originally?
Yeah, 22nd Street originally, and we did really well there. And then 8th Street come along, and they wanted us to make them part of it.
Yeah.
So then we sat down, me and Jeff, and had a chat with them, and we've brought it out to 8th Street as well.
And then it was every week.
Yeah. Then we bounced when we had 22nd Street to start with, and then we bounced. Yeah, when 8th Street said they wanted us to do it there, so we tried it and it worked out. So then we went 8th Street, 22nd, every weekend back and forth.
Yeah.
Back and forth for a while, toggled it. Yeah.
And then Idlewild got thrown in there for one season.
Yes.
We did Idlewild for one season because we looked at, we thought maybe we'll do a bunch of the A&Ws and spin them around. And even in that mix there, actually, we did go to Stonebridge at one time. We did we went up there and looked at it prior to the Camaro clubs that are there.
Yeah.
we looked at that location as once too, but decided not to do it. And then the Camaro Club took it and went from there. And we looked at 51st A&W, but
yeah.
we didn't know if that was kind of the area to go with, whereas the other places were a little more, I think, car related. So
Yeah,
so we kind of just
especially
stayed
8th
with 22nd and 8th Street at that point then, and just said that's where we'll stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed going to those 22nd Street. I remember the big lot in the back,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. It would fill up fast,
Feel right full. Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
guys even, I remember.
We're actually filling the lot in behind A&W, and then we're using the OK Economy a lot.
Across
Yeah.
the street.
Across the street.
Yeah, and ended up we had guys parked over there too, because their lot was full. We had the front of A&W, the back full, and then they went across the street.
Lots
Yeah.
of people
So we
showing up.
went and asked OK Economy
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
We asked them if we could use that corner part of their lot, and they said, yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, you bet.
And you even had, I remember Hot Rod Hullabaloo Blue was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big party.
Because we used to do annual shows at that time. We did annual shows as well, and we'd have a tent there, and we'd hand out trophies and dash plaques, and rate the cars and everything. In the beginning, we did that. When we first started out, when guys joined the club, it was $20 to join the club. And for that first couple of years, I think you gave us $20 and we gave you a t-shirt and a set of decals. When you gave us the
Ah.
money, you got a free
Got your
t-shirt and a
money
set of
back.
decals right off.
So,
Yeah.
And then from that point, then there was the meal thing that A&W offers the members. So,
Cool.
Which was a thing we set up with them too. So
Yeah,
So I
you
mean,
get
you definitely
meals
got your
for-
money's worth out of it.
Either way.
Either way, yeah.
One
So-
thing I got to share this with you, probably, and I remember the annual events, and I remember winning the coolest stuff. I remember winning a leather jacket one season, and this is the honest truth, my most favorite trophy I have in my collection of trophies is a People's Choice that I got when you guys had it was at Poor Boys, Scotty's.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Poor boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a huge show. There was
Yeah, it was.
a ton of cars there, and I won People's Choice, and that is by far my favorite trophy, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all those days. You guys, so you had weekly things, and one thing that's important, and it's blown up today. We've got lots of events to go to.
Yeah.
Nobody ever misses the shifters today.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, when you have more things to go to, it adds more interest to the hobby,
It does.
and it just gets more people out. Ever since COVID, it just exploded.
Well, yeah, it gives you something to do.
Yeah.
Like you got nothing to do on a Saturday. You go to a shifter.
Yeah,
And there's other places now, other clubs doing it, off from what we do, like the Camaro Club
Yeah.
and
Yeah. No.
Prairie Girls.
Yeah,
Prairie Girls,
No,
yes.
Yeah.
and they're doing off of what we do.
Yeah. And that's good to see. I like it.
So we got lots to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. More interest in the
Yeah.
hobby, more
Yeah.
people that want to be
It
involved.
gives a guy a reason to bring his car out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
and hang out
before,
with like-minded people.
yeah, before there wasn't much, and a lot of guys would take their cars out, just drive them, put them away, whatever. But now there's a car shows all
Somewhere
the
to go.
time, and somewhere to go and show it,
Yeah.
and feel good about it, and then you want to bring it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Cars and Coffee is
Yeah,
another
exactly.
spin-off.
Cars
These
and
are all
Coffee,
spin-offs. In my opinion, they're all spin-offs of what you guys created
Yes.
back in the. What year was that?
2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I remember having so much fun going to all those, and not just the weekly things, but the annual things, and all the things you guys started as a family. I thought it was so important that we actually sit down and talk about it. The club is, you've handed over the reins to some other people. We're going to sit down and talk with them as well in this series. So it's changed slightly, but the general dynamics is there where you guys. So I tell a little story. I've been involved in a lot of different clubs. I'm currently a shifters member now.
Yes.
But one thing I can tell you, when you put an obligation on a club member to go somewhere, somebody's phone's ringing there. when you put an obligation on a club member to be somewhere and they have to be here and here and here to fly the colors and just carry the name, they don't always want to show up.
Yes.
You guys had a different setup where it was very casual, come and go, no obligation on the members whatsoever.
None.
Right, yeah.
And the place would fill up. You would
Yeah.
completely fill up a place. It still happens today.
Yeah.
The downtown cruise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the biggest. The Shifters Car Club is what I'm saying is the biggest, most active club in Saskatchewan.
Yes.
You guys get
Yeah.
everywhere. You're supporting other events.
Yeah.
You're doing lots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's, you know, when,
And that was our goal
Yeah.
when we started this,
Yeah.
is to just try and bring the car people out.
yeah,
Yeah.
just bring all the car, because
And
like
you
you said,
know,
it's a community.
with none of the politics, and there's no worry. You don't have to be at a meeting. You don't have to come. You can come and go as you please.
And you know, when we started the club too, when we first got the club, guys would come and they'd say, what kind of car do you have? And we said, anything. We took anything from rust to primer to high-end
Yeah.
paint. It didn't matter. Didn't matter what it was. If it was a car that you liked, I mean, that's your thing, bring it.
Open
I mean,
to
it was
everything.
open to anything and everything.
And one
And
thing-
guys like that you could bring anything, like Ford,
Yes.
Chev, Dodge, doesn't matter
There-
what it was, you know.
yeah.
It's wide open.
It's funny because when we first started, we were almost all flat black.
Yeah, well, the club started out flat black, so they
Yeah.
kind of thought that was the club colors, and everybody had to have flat black, but it did change.
I do remember that
Yeah.
rat rods really became a thing
Yeah.
back then.
Because that's what I guess
We ran rods.
Yeah, that's what it was in the beginning, was rat rods. So a lot of guys thought we were starting a rat rod club, but we said no, it's just actually what we all at that
You
time.
both
so,
had formidable,
Yeah.
perfect examples. You had an Essex. I
Yeah.
remember that.
The
Tell me
20
about the Essex.
Yeah, 29 Essex, coupe that I had, and yeah, it was. I got that from BJ Wilson. I traded a panel van. I had a '55 Chevy panel van that I traded him for the Essex,
Yeah.
and he gave me another truck, so I transplanted the drivetrain in it, and we had it running for a few years, and then a couple of years later, me and Rob pulled it apart, and Rob helped me rebuild it completely and put a better engine in it and ton
Cool.
of RAM, and
I remember
dressed
that
her up
being
pretty good. Yeah,
very
so,
cool.
Yeah,
And everybody remembers the blower truck.
The
Yeah.
blower truck, yeah.
Now, explain that one.
I built that truck in 2008, and it was actually the guy I bought it from just hates me today because it was a really nice truck,
Yeah.
and I took it all apart, and all I used was the box and the cab.
yeah. I think he thought he was going to restore it original, but it just kind of didn't go that
So
way.
anyway, I took this and I mounted the truck on a Chevy S10 frame, and I put a 454 in it, and then later on I ended up redoing the engine again, turning it into a 468, and adding a blower, and yeah, it's just kind of went from there. And then I called it my Heinz 57 because it was a 47. It had 29 Ford fenders on the back, had 32 fenders on the front, it had 32 headlights in it,
Yeah.
and a 32 grill. Yeah. So
that truck eventually, it went to, was it Calgary? Did that?
it went to Flin Flon,
Flint. Oh, wow. Went a long ways.
Winnipeg. Yeah.
And I think the
In
guy,
Manitoba.
it's painted and stuff. I think I saw pictures. It's
Yeah,
changed.
it's painted. It's all painted now. It's burnt orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice truck.
And
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, because, everybody knew the Essex and the blower truck were always together all the time, eh? And it's funny because his truck is in Flin Flon.
Yeah.
The Essex is also in Flin Flon as well. They kind of followed each other, I think. So they're kind of
They're both in
very
the same
close
place.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
they're both
cool.
in the same area now.
Wow.
So,
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I also remember Dave with the Prefect.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
cool car.
yeah.
Very cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool cars that would show up.
Yeah.
You guys had some awesome, very formidable rat rods. I wanted to mention those because I remember those.
Yeah, I love the rat rods.
But yeah, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of,
When I started with the shifters, I had my 55 GM panel down. Yeah. And it had 283 in it all done up. Yeah.
Very. Oh, right. I remember that too. That had flames on it, I think.
Yeah, red
Yes.
flames. Yeah.
I do remember that. One thing a lot of people don't know this, but when I was a Dragons member, one of the criteria for entering the show at that time was it had to be a show quality paint job, et cetera, et cetera. No primered vehicles were allowed.
Yeah.
Well, the rat rod thing had become such a thing, the flat black
Yeah.
and primer and bare steel. I had them, I brought it to the club's attention and they changed the wording based on that. So people could enter the rat rod
Yeah.
or black primered cars, whatever. So that was when, when all that came in, when you guys were happening with all the rat rods, we had to change the format of that entry form.
Yeah, that was the
50th
50th.
anniversary.
We were in the 50th anniversary.
There you go.
We put all our rat rods in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a big show.
Dave,
That was
Dave had his prefect and my Essex and his
all you guys were
his
in there.
blower truck and the Sharon's International was in there as
Sharon's
well.
International,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sharon's International was in too.
That's cool. That was probably my favorite, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, the 50 was it was an awesome.
It was big.
show. That was a big show. That was an awesome show.
Sharon's International is probably the only original shifter truck that is still around.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. It
And
is,
you
yeah.
still have it. And
Still have it, yeah. She
I
drives
caught,
it.
I caught some video of it at Cars and Coffee when you've brought it out.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, then you still have that. That's neat.
Yeah, that's a cool truck. That one. Yeah.
So so it was like to back up here, it was dealing with technical difficulties with these stupid ass cameras.
Yeah.
Anyway, one thing I wanted to mention is, so getting back to, it was obviously you two fellas, Rob, Jeff, and you had a brother Al.
Al,
And
yeah.
he was very involved in the
Very
club.
involved, yeah.
And unfortunately, we lost Al.
Yeah, he passed from cancer.
Yeah, that's and he was very, very involved. I remember seeing him. I didn't know him personally,
Yeah.
but I remember seeing him drive the Fairlane, and
Yeah.
it was blue then.
Yeah,
Blue.
it was blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby blue. Yeah.
And so that was a car that he built, and he always wanted it red.
Yeah.
Is that the story?
You know, it's funny. Every car that he owned, I think he painted red.
Red.
Yeah.
He was a red guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
he was a red guy. He
he
loved
just
red.
loved
yeah.
red. Yeah.
That's cool. And you guys got the thing in red.
Yeah, we got the car in red, and when we got it, it wasn't finished on the inside. So our one goal was to finish the inside, and we did.
Yeah.
Because it was blue on the interior and red on the outside, which we didn't think could have matched. So then Rob and I stripped the inside and we sprayed it kind of a charcoal gray and black.
Cool. Yeah.
The
It
interior.
looks.
Yeah. Al had done the door panels and the seats were already covered in gray material, so it kind of made sense to just finish off from gray and black.
Yeah, just a
so-
neutral.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So we just resprayed the inside and
Yeah.
it looks pretty good now.
It
looks way
does.
better than when it was blue. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
I did do one walk around with you, Jeff. on
You
that
did,
one,
yeah. At one Cars and Coffee, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's cool. So
Yeah.
we do have
There's
that
some footage on
documented.
it. Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. What else can we talk about here? So you were making trips to Moose Jaw, started the Shifters Car Club with your whole family here,
Yeah.
and and then at one
Christmas
point,
parties.
Christmas party.
We back in the day, Rob and Sharon used to line up. We did how many Christmas parties did we do? Three or four? Three,
3 or 4.
I think.
4, I think.
Yeah,
4 Christmas parties we did. We set
Yeah.
up and
yeah.
with our club money that we had left at the end of the year, after buying T-shirts and whatever, we put it in and gave the club a Christmas party.
Yeah,
So we rent a hall, and we had
DJ.
DJ,
Put
supper.
on the meal and for
Yeah.
the staff for them, and we sold
Yeah.
some tickets so other guys could come to the
Yeah.
Oh,
the
cool.
function as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we did that for I think 3 years.
3
in a row
years,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you-
Sharon was a big part. She did a lot of
Sharon
work
did
on
all
that.
the
But at
legwork on
Christmas
that.
party, she
Oh,
did all the legwork
yeah.
on the Christmas, which was there was a lot involved in that to get that set up and done.
yeah. And she was
Yeah.
she officially a secretary to the club,
yeah.
or a treasurer? or
Treasurer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah.
of everything. Yeah, yeah.
And you were president.
President.
And
It was vice. Yeah.
vice
Yeah.
president, and Al.
He was just a member, but he was there doing everything that he could.
Everything
and,
that you did.
And anything we did, he was in there helping us do everything.
Whatever he could help with, he did.
Yeah, and he did a lot. Like I say, he did a lot with us to help we get off
Yeah.
the ground. Like he did when we did our shows. He used to go around and collect
Prizes.
prizes and talk to people and get stuff lined up for us. And yeah, he did a lot.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's many people that can appreciate
Yeah.
all the legwork that goes into it. I know what, and it was official club. It's turned into kind of a Facebook group now,
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
thing. But it was an official club with a president, vice president, a treasurer,
Yeah.
a secretary,
Yep.
and you have to operate as a non-profit organization, and there's some red
Exactly.
tape to do
Yeah.
when you're doing that.
So yeah, and that's where we hit that point where we used to, like say, what we did with the club dues is we'd take in the money, and then like Rob said, we'd just buy merchandise. We'd buy T-shirts and ball caps, and we'd keep them on hand, and when people wanted them, then we had them instantly to give to them. And that's kind of where the money went. And then at the end of the year, we would do the parties for them. That's where the money went
Yeah.
into that to cover that.
We always made sure the club was zeroed out at the beginning.
Yeah, which is a good
And
thing.
then one year we took the club out to Western Development Museum.
Yeah.
We took them out there and did a lunch with them and gave them all coffee mugs and ball caps and keychains and for just being members and just
Cool.
appreciation. Just saying
Yeah.
thanks for
Thanks for
helping us.
coming out.
And
Yeah,
I do
thanks for helping us
remember
building it.
you made a donation to, was it breast cancer one year?
Yeah.
Breast cancer one year, and we also did telemerkel.
Yeah, Telemiracle as well
Telemiracle,
too.
cool.
Yeah, Telemiracle we
Yeah.
donated to as well.
So you're looking after important things.
Yes.
That's so yeah, I know. a
Whatever we
little
had
bit.
left that year,
put
we
in
did
something.
it into breast cancer, and the other year we did it into
Telemiracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bit of work, bit of red tape, bit of mucking around to make all that stuff work. And then you're having your annual shows and you're collecting prizes and it's a lot of work for a family.
Yeah.
Of
and
4
then-
people basically.
I forget how long we did it, but then we looked
12
at
years.
12 years, and then I forget when we went duelist because we hit a point where we looked at it and we said, why don't we stop it and just say you're just a member, you just join and sign up as a member, and then we said if we do want to do T-shirt orders or whatever, we'll just put out an order and everybody just pays and we just order it.
Yeah.
So we flipped it to there, and then we quit doing dues, so nobody had to pay dues anymore, and we just dropped
And,
that.
and everybody seemed to like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
nice.
seemed to go over well and it worked good. So and it was a lot less, hassle, like you say, because
Yeah.
you're not dealing with any, money and all that kind of stuff and whatnot. So it worked out good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. You do a lot for your membership. Obviously, looking after them, you were saying it was like before it was $20 for a membership, but you get a T-shirt and all this other stuff. I guess I kind of started something with that keychain picture yesterday.
Yeah. Good thing I have some left.
Yeah, Rob's got some left. I handed mine all out not too long ago. That when we were at the A&W that one time when I gave you one, and I was walking around, I had a bag of them, so I was just walking around handing them out to people, and I got rid of all mine, but he's got some left.
I got some left.
Good.
I got some left.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But once they're gone, they're gone.
I just wanted to show the Shifters logo,
Yeah.
obviously, as part of advertising for what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
And it just kind of
Is that a belt buckle?
yeah.
it kind of blew up, and I didn't intend for that, but I'm glad you got a few left there.
That's fine. Yeah.
Then we did the grill emblems. We
Yes.
got a few
Grill
grill
emblems.
emblems. That was one thing we did that we did a batch of those. It was an order form. Everybody said they wanted them and they paid their money, and we got so many, and we only did one time on that. So but we've had guys ask about it again, and now I think Rochelle looked into it as well just to see if we could find somebody that does them, but we haven't nailed that down yet. So to see if we could get any more done, but at this point, not yet.
Yeah.
Because Dale used to do all that stuff,
Yeah,
and he's
Dale
not around now.
Ravage, he did all of
Yes.
our T-shirts.
Club
and-
stuff.
Club stuff. He did everything for us. Yeah, we spent all our
spent
money
it.
with him. Yeah.
Oh,
We
nice.
spent a
And
lot
it was-
of money with
and
him.
I mean, it was nice because he was Dragons guy, and it was car related
Yeah.
and everything. So we liked putting the money towards him. It just made sense, right?
Yeah.
So it was good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
glad you
and-
supported them.
Yeah, he was good to deal with and whatnot.
Good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you had hats and jackets, but I remember seeing buddy hugs and
Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. And keychains,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, yeah, coffee mugs,
License
keychains,
plates?
license plate. Yeah, we did license plates too.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I've
At one
seen
time.
coffee
Yeah.
mugs. That's right.
Yeah, we did coffee mugs. Yeah, license plates, keychains, ball caps.
Lots of that.
t-shirts. Yeah.
You know,
So-
just stuff to give back to them.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to kind of fly your
Yeah.
colors, and
Yeah.
it's a cool logo. We owe that to
Yes.
Yeah.
to the and
To
he made that.
Lance.
What year was that? He made that
95.
95, and he did a nice job. Paint. He did that by hand. I don't know if you guys can see it if it's showing up on camera, but he did that by hand, and it's
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the
pretty cool.
way the t-shirts are today. And,
yeah.
you know, it's a pretty cool logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
today,
we've always stuck with it.
Yeah.
And you know, when we started Saskatoon, it was nice because the logo was already done. So when we came, the logo was already done, so we could just use it and carry on with it. We didn't have to create anything and get it made up because it was already done. So it
that's
was already
one
there.
nice
And then,
thing is moving a chapter.
And then
Yeah.
also I have two magnets of this logo. And the funny thing was, on these, my buddy Les was the president of Booster Shifters. Just before they quit going, they stopped running. And he had the shifter stuff, and that's basically where I got all this stuff from. And he had this magnet. And he goes, there used to be two of them. But he goes, somebody took one, stole it,
Yeah.
off a vehicle they had at a car show. Somebody took one. And anyway, years later, I had the one, and then who was it? Lou
Fontaine.
He ended up with the other one. He went down to Moose Jaw and bought a bunch of stuff, and he saw that shifter because he was a shifter at the time. He goes, I want that. And then so when he brought it back, and he had it for a long time, and then after he got that one, I ended up with the one I had. So I called him one day and I go, do you still have that shifter magnet? And he goes, you know, I think I do. And I said, well, if you don't want it, I'd like to get it because I found the other one. So then I'll have a matching pair. And he goes, I'll look. And he goes, yeah. And he came up with it, eh?
Cool.
So that's another
Yeah, story got stolen and was lost for a long time and came
long
back.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're back together.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what year was it that you handed over the reins? What year was that it went over to Rochelle and Calvin? Or you actually offered it to them and they
Yes.
accepted?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Was that 8 years ago?
Yeah,
Seven?
I was gonna say I think it's
I-
7 or 8 years
I'm
ago
gonna
for
say
sure.
about
now,
8 years ago,
8 years
yeah.
ago now. That we looked at it, Rob, and we were at that point. We kind of thought we just wanted a break and just back out a little bit. And we talked to different members that were in the club, and there's a few guys that we looked at that we thought, yeah, okay, it'd be good, but Calvin and Rochelle were kind of at the top because they're pretty hardcore car people, and they
Yes.
know
And
a lot of
they're
people. Yeah,
one of
you
the
know.
closer ones to being original
And Cal,
when
yeah,
we first started.
Exactly. Calvin was right
One
in
of
the
the
very
first.
beginning.
Yeah.
He's early in the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
There was
But,
him and there was Rob and Donna.
Yes.
Oh,
Schulter,
okay.
Yeah, Rob
They've
Schulter,
been
yeah.
a long
They've
time
been,
members.
yeah, they were.
It was between
Yeah.
those two
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we came down. Like we had a bunch of them,
Yeah.
but we came down to those two.
Those two couples. Yeah.
And the only reason we picked Calvin and Rochelle is because Calvin was, one of the first members.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean they know a lot of car people, and they're
Yeah.
as everybody knows, they're heavy into that.
Yeah.
The car industry. You know?
Very
So
much.
I mean, it fit very well, you know. So we approached them and asked them, and they said, yeah, they'd like to take it on. And we said, try it. And if you don't want to do it, then give it back. But they've done such an exceptional job with the
Yeah.
club. It's they've taken it to another level, and it's great to see, where it is today. And I think they've done a fantastic job.
Fantastic.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supporting other events. They're
Yeah.
getting out
Yep.
to everything. They're doing honor to
Yeah.
to the shifter team for
Shifters,
sure,
yeah.
and to the Stinson family as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting out to places looking after your members.
Yeah.
See, we're always watching what's going on, and we see nothing bad.
No. Zero.
Yeah,
Zero.
that's
It's-
nice,
yeah.
and that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
know,
easy
yeah.
to do to make everybody happy.
yeah, you know,
That's tough when you're
and-
dealing with thousands of people. I think last time,
and they're
uh,
doing really well.
I can't remember what the membership is today.
I haven't looked. You know, if you look at it, you know, because before when Rob and I ran it, it was a registered
Yes.
forum club, whereas now it's not that anymore. But if you go on Facebook, because that's you know, now it's a Facebook thing, and yeah, I don't know what the number is on there. I've never really looked at the number, but it's quite high.
It's
Yeah.
up there. I
Yeah.
think it's last time I looked, it was like 2,500 or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
I
It
was
was,
gonna
it was
say, yeah.
way up there. I could be way off, but
You know, going back to when we started Saskatoon, because Moose Jaw Shifters, they were kind of old school. Everything was on paper, pencil paper.
Yeah.
So when we started Saskatoon, I flipped everything to electronic, and because I could see that's where everything was headed. So we had a website. So back in the day, we had Shifters website, an actual website that we ran. I started the website, and then Facebook started becoming a big thing. So then I started the Facebook page for Shifters, and then we dropped the website and went to, because everybody was on Facebook, so we dropped the website and went just to Facebook, and that's kind of where that took off. and,
yeah. Oh,
and,
that makes
you know,
sense.
and then same thing. We went electronic email.
Yes.
When we started, we went electronic email so that you could get out to everybody. So
Yeah, smart idea.
so I started the email and the Facebook page for them, and
And we also set it up for Moose Jaw, but
yeah, they didn't.
They never used
never
it.
used it. They still like the old school
Yeah.
paper
Yeah.
pencil thing, so they stayed that way, and we went electronic.
Some of the older
Yeah.
generation, they like to see that piece of paper.
Yeah.
But I know, obviously, what you've created today is very beneficial because it gets
know,
out fast to everyone
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah, you know, and I could see that's where everything's going, so I could see it coming, and I figured you might as well jump on it right in the beginning.
Yeah.
You might as well start because
you
it's
gotta
going to go
stay
there
with the
anyway.
times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's right. That's
Yeah.
a good idea. No, you guys have done lots. I really appreciate what the Stinson family has done for Saskatoon car culture. You've really paved the way. You're part of history, and it's something to really be proud of.
You know, it's
and
nice
it's
to
something
see,
that
yeah.
still exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's really cool to see and watch. You know, when we sit back now
You know-
and we look at A&W, the shows, and you look at how many cars are coming out now, and Rob and I, we look at it and we go, wow, it's hard to believe that from what we started, where it is today, and what it's grown into. It's really cool to watch and see
Yeah.
what's happened.
When I started this, I never thought it would grow to what it is.
No,
Yeah.
I was thinking we're gonna have a very small club,
remember in the
5,
beginning,
6 people.
yeah, when we started, I remember we said, okay, Rob goes, what are we gonna do? We said, okay, let's do 15 members. So we started out and we hit 15 right away, and then we go, okay, let's go to 20, and we'll stop at 20. So we hit 20 right away, and then I said, okay, 25, and that's it, we're gonna shut it down at 25. Well, then we started doing those shows at 22nd
Yeah.
Street. Man,
Wow.
the people that wanted to sign up, it just exploded. It was just like
Every
we said,
show we're just signing somebody up.
yeah, I said, it's out of control, we just gotta let it go.
Yeah.
It's gonna go where it's gonna go.
And then
Yeah.
for a while there, we were one of the biggest clubs in Western Canada
I have a
for,
feeling you
about-
still could be.
for the number of members.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And then, yeah, because we used to be on the internet and posting the Shifters
All
Car
over.
Club everywhere. Like
Everywhere.
everywhere we could put that name, we put it everywhere. Canada, U.S.
Yeah.
Every night, like we were just on the computer steady, just putting that name everywhere we could put it. You know, trying to get it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah. And that, yeah, I mean, it's really cool.
We
to
got
see what it is
we
today.
got a really good response from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of a sudden, boom! She just took off,
Yeah.
Well, I
and
appreciate.
we're glad for that.
I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate everything you guys have done. I appreciate you talking with me today.
Yes,
And I think it's important to document this stuff, especially when we're losing people.
yes,
We're all getting older.
Yeah.
This is a real part of our Saskatoon car culture, our history here. And you've taken things, what you've started is it's created other things, and it's turned into different things, and it's all good stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's really doing well.
I think it's really opened the car community, which
Yeah.
is nice, you know, and because like we're all like-minded people, and everybody gets along. Doesn't matter if you're a Prairie Girls, a Camaro Club, Dragon stuff. it's just like everybody just, they get along. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like a big family, you know what I mean?
One thing I do notice, and this goes on all over our province, you go to any events, you're going to run into a shifter.
Yeah,
See,
you do.
Yeah, and it isn't that way for all clubs,
No.
but definitely with the shifters.
And you know,
it is.
it's kind of cool because we've had members in our club that are dual members, and some clubs don't like that. Where we said we don't care if you
Yeah.
want to be a 5, 6, 7 member and a shifter member, or dragons and a shifter. We don't care. It's if that's up to you. If that's what you want to do and they allow, go ahead. We're okay with it.
I got a story to tell you. When I was trucking, I used to wear my shifter jacket all the time. And I stopped at truck stop. I think it was Road King in Calgary.
Uh-huh.
And the restaurant there was called Shifters.
Oh,
Well, I walked in with the shifter jacket on. And the waitress comes over to ask me what I wanted and that. And she goes, Shifters? How did you get a shifter jacket? She goes, I've been working here 10 years and I haven't got a jacket. I go, whoa, settle down. I said, I'm a car club out of Saskatchewan. Oh, she was just getting upset because I had a shifter jacket and she didn't get it.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was somewhere in Calgary?
Calgary, Road King.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's a restaurant there, it's called Shifters.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
I just happened to pull in and I was, oh, Shifters, hey.
Got to be good food there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I put my jacket on and I went in. Well, I didn't think I was going to stir up that much trouble.
Yeah. You know, we did touch base too because there's the shifters in the U.S. That shifters
Yeah.
car club.
Yes,
They're
I
big.
have.
They're huge, right? And we did touch base with them and,
Yep.
and emailed back and forth.
Oh, wow.
Way back in the day.
Yep.
We haven't done it for a long time, but when we were first kind of getting the club off the ground, we went to them and showed them our pictures, and they came back and gave us some of their stuff. We
Yep.
changed a little bit of stuff there
Oh, cool.
a couple times, yeah. So yeah,
I think they're quite big there too.
I think so. Yeah,
And
they
you-
are.
yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't know you guys did that.
Because we
Yep.
kind of came across them. I was on the internet and I seen them there one day and I said, "Hey, that's cool." So I shot them an email and said, "You know, we're from Saskatoon. Let us." You know, we've told them all about us and whatnot, and they thought it was pretty cool and sent a couple pictures back and forth. And yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat.
yeah.
That's
Just thought it was
neat.
neat because we're both the same name.
Yeah, but that's a totally separate from
Nothing to do
this
with us.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with
You
it.
guys
Nothing to do
have
with
pulled
it.
from the Moose Jaw chapter
Yeah.
to create this one, solely Saskatchewan.
You know, and back in the day, I guess when we started, we did like there was Moose Jaw, and then we did Saskatoon, and we looked at because one of Rob's buddies was in Winnipeg, and we were talking about doing a chapter in Winnipeg,
Yeah.
and then Rod Hills
Mark Umshaw,
when he went to
he was going to Edmonton.
Edmonton, and then we talked to Rod Hills when he went back to Calgary. His sons were there. We were going to try and see if we could get a Calgary chapter, so we were going to try and open them all around, but it just didn't work. So here we are.
Well, I'm grateful for this chapter.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yep.
Yes.
I very much appreciate taking the time to sit down with me and tell us some of this history and funny stories.
It's good to know because probably a lot of guys don't, like I say, don't know.
Don't understand,
Yeah, know
what
where it started, where it
it's
came
about.
from. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's nice to get it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's important when we're losing people. It's important to document this stuff, talk about it, and there's some history there I learned today, and I remember a lot of this stuff because I attended a lot of those events and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna also in this series, everybody, we're gonna actually talk with the people who've taken it over now, which is Rochelle and Calvin. They're gonna be the next video on the line of this little series we're doing, and see where the Shifters Car Club is today. We'll talk with them.
Yeah, because they got. I'm sure they got a lot of stories of what
Yes.
they've done with the club over the last 8 years. Because we've let them go and they've done their own thing, and I'm sure they got some stuff they want to talk about what they've done with the club. So which is good.
Yeah, that's cool.
We've given them free reign,
Yep.
You do what you want to do.
Yeah,
You know.
which is nice.
Yes. You know.
And just that human nature thing, like I say, you put an obligation in front of somebody. They have to do this. They don't want to, but you make it like the way you guys have intended,
Yeah.
and everybody shows up.
That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gave it to them and said, "Now you do it
Yeah.
your way."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. And
keep it open and just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I say again, they've done a fantastic job with the club. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't give them enough credit. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
They've done awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good. They'll be happy to see this video.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this this first of a couple of videos in the Shifters Car Club. Got to say thank you to the Stinson family for making this happen. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
You betcha.
See you next time.
Yeah.